This one na agenda for Niger Islamization. If na hear wetin this guy talk, in fact, I don't want to talk. We can just listen to them. They will talk on comment section.
Nigerians begin to ask the right questions. I think the reason why the situation of Nigeria has persisted this long is because we have not been asking the right questions. And until we begin to ask the right question before we begin to get the right direction. Hausa Muslim Fulani community in Jos wrote a letter to Sultan of Sokoto exactly on the 17th of July 2010. And what is the context of this letter? The context of this letter is because after the riot, there became a little rift, a little misunderstanding between the Hausa Muslim community and the Fulani Muslim community. Why? Because in the past, every attack that they have done in the past, they used to do it together. Causing problem in the city of Jos, the Hausa community and the Fulani community, they unite to cause such terror on Plateau State. But for the one of 2010, the Hausa community did not carry the Fulani community along. Pay attention this morning. I'm speaking to the world.
Update.
And I want them to bear record.
Details.
But the Hausa community did not carry the Fulani community along. Because normally, if the Fulani were to cause chaos, they will inform the Hausa that they see today we are causing chaos today. Tell your people not to go out. And if it is the Hausa that are causing chaos, they will inform the Fulanis. Or they do it together. But that year, they did not inform the Fulanis. So therefore, some Fulanis went out that day with their cows and all that. And when the Hausa started the problem, in fact, it is stated on record that JNI, Jamaatul Nasrul Islam, provided them with the weapon that they used. They supplied them with the weapon. And that's why supplying them with the sufficient weapon, they did not carry the Muslim, the Fulani Muslim community along. So they made the attack on their own. And so in the process of the riot and the killing, some Fulanis were caught on fire because they were not told before that time. And because of that, some of them were killed. Some of them, their cows were killed. And because of that, the Fulanis, after that riot, the Fulanis said, we don't want to do anything with you again. Fulani said, we will remain on our own. Let the Hausa community to remain on their own because the catastrophe of that riot affected them very much. And so the Hausa community tried to settle the quarrel. They tried to settle that misunderstanding. They tried to plead with the Fulani Muslim community. But the Fulani community were not accepting. So because they refused to accept, the Hausa community, led by the Hausa Elders Forum in Jos, the Hausa Elder Forum in Jos, on the 17th of July 2010, wrote a letter to Sultan of Sokoto, and they said that the Sultan should please help them to talk to the Fulanis so that they can unite the way they have been uniting in the past. Because this is the time they need to remain together as one, as Muslims. And they addressed him because they said he is the Sultan of Sokoto and also Seriki Musulumai, and he should come and address the issue for them. And they mentioned that the Sultan should also remind the Fulanis that in the past, the Fulanis have caused chaos in Jos that has also affected them too, the Hausas. And that the Fulanis are also still planning more chaos. Sending a message to Sultan of Sokoto today. I'm sending a message to him. If they can write this letter to inform you of the atrocity in 2010, it means there is a lot to know about the killing. And let me tell you this morning, that jihadi mandate that was brought in by Usman Danfodio, that you people are trying to Islamize Nigeria, it will never work. Nigeria will never be Islamized. I'm saying it again. Nigeria will never be Islamized. Sultan, warn your boys.
On them.
Call your foot soldiers. Call them back home. Because you see, the Hausa Fulani communities in Nigeria, they obey the Sultan much more than the president.
Yes.
When the Sultan give order, they yield to the Sultan more than the president.
Yes.
And there's no way the Sultan will not say he doesn't have an understanding or know most of this thing. The people that are perpetrating this evil.
Yes.
I'm not accusing him of anything, but I'm not also saying he's innocent. If you have an agenda, Sultan, to continue with the mandate of your ancestor, Usman Danfodio, to want to bring jihad onto Nigeria, to bring Islamization, just like they did in Lebanon. Lebanon that was once a Christian nation. Just like you did in Turkey. Turkey that was once a Christian nation. Now they are all fully Islamic. If that is what you are planning in Nigeria, to overwhelm Nigeria with so much chaos, so that when we are Muslim, we can accept Islam, it will never.